Returning to my Coin Lady channel, I am pleased to see you again. In my opinion, Brett Gunn has been noticed to be more carefree on social media since XRP gained legal clarity in July of last year and the charges against Brad Garland House were dropped due to their bogusness. It is clear that the SEC's decision to bring charges against Brad Garland House in a non-fraud case was an intimidation tactic. He isn't hesitant to be direct. Plus, he has ripped Gary Gensler to shreds again. On top of that, he has openly stated that Gensler will essentially defeat Biden in the upcoming US presidential election in November. I don't think any one item will cause this to happen, and there are a number of factors involved, but it is becoming more and more significant. Politicians that believe they can openly oppose cryptocurrency will soon face the consequences of their actions. One lawmaker actually learned of his dismissal last night. This anti-crypto politician should learn a lesson from my story, which I will gladly share with you. The crypto community is not someone to trifle with. Cryptocurrency does not have any staunch opponents. It's important for politicians to understand that there is a pro-crypto constituency that exists, however, there is no anti-crypto organization that will vote for them. If you choose to disregard the interests of pro-crypto persons, you're in for a rough ride. Just so we're clear, I don't come from a financial family or anything. Please do not base your investment decisions on my recommendations or words. I am not a financial advisor. As a hobby and for fun, I enjoy making films on YouTube regarding crypto-related subjects. I'm just an enthusiast. The tyrant and supreme leader of the SEC, Jongun, was on Bloomberg yesterday. Some video snippets began making the rounds. One of them is up there, and he was mentioning how, well, there are, like, 15,000 to 20,000 distinct cryptocurrencies. Lots of business owners are juggling a lot of tasks at once. What are the chances that someone isn't an entrepreneur if you have 300 coins and trade them on an exchange? Thus, the same procedure, the same misuse of the Howey test, is involved. He continues to insist on it. He might want to consider rephrasing his statement slightly. In these video clips, he didn't explicitly state that the token was a security. Additionally, he avoided using the term crypto asset security, which he coined with the initials SEC. Instead, he discussed how these tokens were used in investment contracts, which is more in line with the intended interpretation. Perhaps he is giving in a bit more there. However, there is another comment from Gary Gensler at the very bottom of this video clip, and he says the following. Here we have a field where the stars of yesteryear are either already behind bars, on their way to prison, or waiting for extradition. Come to a close. If you're familiar with the acronym SPF, you're probably also familiar with Sam Bankman-Fried. Now that's rich, isn't it? Before I get into that, though, I want to tell you what Brad Garland House said. He is being very forthright in sharing the videotape. Today, he tagged Gary Gensler and wrote completely absurd things about him. Whoever it is that lied about all crypto executives going to jail totally missed FTX, befriended SBF, and wasn't even invited to the DOJ announcement regarding Binance. He should have been let go a long time ago if he truly served the American people, as he claims. Gensler is responsible for Biden's defeat in the election. A round of applause for Brad's Garland House from the Gulf. You couldn't see the obvious Ponzi scam there in front of your eyes, you moron, but here he is, making all these accusations against crypto CEOs while being friendly with SPF. Hold on. Where are you having trouble? Where is the problem? Gensler, Jongun. Therefore, it is evidently correct. Additionally, John Deon, an attorney, has some thoughts on the matter. In addition to reposting the video clip, he made the following statement. I can state with 100% conviction that Gary Gensler and the SEC has caused more harm to investors than any other person or entity during the last several years. He made this claim after literally suing the SEC on behalf of numerous small investors. And I was confident, wasn't I? Is that so? Does anybody here have a different opinion? Is there even one person on this planet who thinks otherwise? Considering what the SEC has done to me, I seriously doubt it. Because of their market manipulation, I've suffered more money loss than with other cryptocurrency hit I've ever had. What they're doing, choosing winners and losers, preserving ETH, destroying XRP, has led to that outcome. In other words, that is the consequence of the current situation. Anyone else feel a bit more secure with this kind of protection? They're meant to be keeping us safe. Sleeping becomes easy for you. It seems like that guy has me in his clutches. That emotion, no. Unless they were making fun of someone, no human being in the history of the universe has ever uttered those words or considered them so seriously. That individual does not cease to exist. This isn't the true in the stock market, rather, it's due to their actions targeting a particular asset class. So, folks, Lawyer Deon goes on. Gensler had been in 2 private meetings with crypto SBF's Bernie Madoff, but he has failed to reveal this fact and has withheld all documents and notes pertaining to these sessions. If you thought I was a bother when working for free as an individual, Gary, you should see me in my new role as a senator representing the interests of American taxpayers. A nasty deep golf clap is also available. Also, he is, in fact, so. He's challenging Elizabeth Warren for the Senate, as expected. By all means, he can win. Plus, it's been amazing to watch how many prominent crypto figures have banded together, including some who have a history of animosity towards Ripple and XRP. The Winklevibes, the plural form of the Winklevoss twins, are also lending their support to Attorney Deon in this matter. Brad Garlinghouse was on your side, and I believe Chris Larson was as well. The main idea is that there are Cubans hiding behind them. Cuban, the Shark Tank star. This is awesome. It's absolutely mind-blowing. Looking at it brings you joy. Additionally, they would not constitute points. Even though he's facing an uphill struggle, he's receiving support, and they wouldn't be doing all that if there wasn't a way forward. For that reason, I don't believe it's possible. Here, I believe you'd be incorrect. I'm really hopeful about this, and I think Elizabeth Warren, who is one of the most anti-crypto fools in politics, should reconsider her stance. I keep repeating it's not a winning issue. We'll see what happens in November. Cryptocurrency does not have any staunch opponents. Not at all. It was. Even if some people dislike cryptocurrency, what makes them so adamant about their dislike? Do they refuse to vote for crypto because they dislike it? No, that's incorrect. Do you think it would even be in the top 50 when you ask people to rank the factors that influence their vote? Even if it were in the top 50, I would still be very surprised. People that are against cryptocurrency have opinions based on misinformation, which I find hard to fathom. Their vote will not be influenced by this, since it is not important enough to them. Now we're on the flip side, where some politicians and bureaucrats are trying to stifle our possibility for life-changing income, even though we in the crypto community see it. Indeed, it is important to us, and it will influence our vote. Although it does not determine my vote, I am not a one-issue voter. Even still, I can see why this would be a deciding factor for someone who wants to vote based on a single topic. Since this is such a major issue for many people, I completely get where to go. Things are starting to change, and that's a good thing. If you enjoyed this video and would like to see more like it, please subscribe to my channel.